of India. We traveled up in the upper left, right-hand corner of the Sacred Triangle, and the little mountain range that is the Himalayas. And way down here is the south, is Goa, Kerala, and then Sri Lanka to the right. And that's where Pixie comes from, Goa. Here we are at the temple dedicated to India, Mother India. The entrance shows various religions in the country of India. And this was a very important shrine for the freedom fighters fighting for their independence from British rule.
Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, some part of Tibet, some part of China, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Maldives.
Listen to him.
Look at the picture there. It's a picture of the founder of the temple, Shri Prasad Gupta, who was a renowned nationalist and wealthy merchant of the city. So once he visited an ashram in Buddha, and he saw a man made ground with clay by widow ladies. So he picked up this idea to build such kind of mat with some stable material. And he talked to his friend Durga Prasad Khatri, who was chief architect of Banaras University. So he took responsibility for this project. The foundation of temple was laid in 1918, and temple was completed in 1906. But British government did not allow public. So it was inaugurated in 1936 by our father nation. So there is a picture of Durga Prasad.
Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitarana.
So in this map there are marble, the same marble which is used for and for the map they have used 762 blocks of marble.
Anandam Budivadana.
Mother India Temple.
Pratipadam Pranamrita Swadana. Sarvatma Snapada. Sarvatma Snapana. Param Vijayate. Shri Krishna Sankirtana.
For an excavation. So after death, Buddha was cremated. And it was very special occasion for several days. And in front, what happened? All the flash was intact. The sacred posture of
Shri Krishna Sankirtana. Shri Krishna Sankirtana. Tatra Pita Niyamita Smarane Kala Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Namavi.
and in English it's called poetry. botanical name is Ficus religiosa. In their monastery, they introduced bonsai technique to keep tree, the small keep inside the house.
Mantras. Prayer wheel. Japanese prayers to heaven. These are the prayer wheels, sending prayers to heaven, praying for you.
Structures from 3rd century BC to 9th century AD. And that was the time when Sarnath flourished. After that, there was no big development. In 12th century AD, when Muslim invader came, they destroyed everything. So after 12th century AD, it was a dark phase for 800 years. In 1835, when British archaeologist Alexander Cunningham started excavation, then Sarnath came in light. So what we see, both sides are remains a monastery. In Buddhist monastery, we can see a big open courtyard, then veranda, then small cells from more. So this monastery built in 6th century AD, and monastery here built in 9th century AD. In center or in northeast corner of monastery, we can see a well for drinking water. So monastery is remains of a relic stupa. It is one among 8,500 which was built by Emperor Ashoka in 3rd century BC, and from 3rd century BC to 6th century AD, 6 times it was enlarged by the fire. In 7th century AD, one Chinese traveler visited here, and he mentioned the height of this stupa, 48 meters. In 12th century AD, Muslim invader damaged it. In 1794, it was completely dismantled by one of the minister of Benares to use the brick to build a colony. Because that time Sarnath was unknown place. It was like a forest. In the forest, 3 huge brick structure was existing. So this minister thought to apply the brick. But when the stupa dismantled, from the base, they found a relic casket. And when they open it, so the human relics, then query arises.
What am I?
Inquiry.
I mean,
Inquiry,
this-
yeah, okay, yes.
And finally, that relics was thrown in the Ganges, because Hindu don't store anything after death. But that
Right.
casket can be seen in National Museum.
Largest Buddha stupa in this area. Archaeologists believe it's the place that Buddhist preached his first sermon at, and it's preserved pretty well in this beautiful garden center in Sarnath.
By Emperor Ashoka, and then in 5th century AD, stupa was enlarged by Gupta king. So those central brick from 3rd century BC, and those plain and those carved stones are from 5th century AD. And plain stones are restored by Archaeological Survey of India. So it is solid structure of bricks and stone. And all the stupas are always solid.
Most significant spot for Buddhists in all the world. The stupa at which Buddha preached his first sermon, 6th century BC, most significant spot for Buddhists in all the world. Monks visiting.
Varsha Vasha. Varsha means monsoon and Vasha means stay.
Oh.
So Buddha spent 4 rainy season here.
Oh.
And wherever Buddha spent his rainy season, Gupta king built a temple, and temple known as Mulganda Kuti. So one of the Mulganda Kuti was here, and according to Huan Shan, the Chinese traveler, it was 61-meter tall temple. And if you see the thickness of the wall, you
Yes.
can imagine the height. See this
Right.
information.
Yeah. Temple was constructed during the Gupta period. This is the remnant of a huge temple which probably represents a spot where Lord Buddha used to sit in meditation. Beautiful.
Today have Ashoka pillar. Oh, it is. Because tomorrow there will be glass.
That's nice.
The Emperor Ashoka.
So here was a pillar which was 15.25 meter tall, and it was erected by Emperor Ashoka at the spot where Buddha organized his first sangha, the first order of monk. So 6 pieces we have here in art which is from 3rd century BC. And how this polish done, no one knows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So smooth.
And
See in the
from
inscription.
Yeah,
inscription,
Hello, another greeting from beautiful India. We're in Varanasi. We were near the Ganges yesterday. We're going back today. We saw it 2 days ago during the evening. Wonderful experiences here. Mind-blowing, mind-expanding experiences. Smells, sounds, tastes, wonderful. Here we are in a hotel, which is a Radisson here in India on Hotel Road, looking at this beautiful procession of the Maharaja out of probably the royal palace in Jaipur, and it shows him riding on an elephant as we were when we went up to the Amber Palace. It shows all his guards and guests and commentary people around him, all their turbans. We didn't buy a turban this trip, maybe another time. And it shows the beauty of the antiquity of probably around 16th, 17th century India.
Bhakti Pradhan